Tony, pace. Tony Pace, 18 years old, has the nickname of the Snake. Well played, Pace. Lost his first two professional contests on points, and he's in against a real hot prospect tonight in Ronnie Heffon. Is he going to be able to handle it?
To be honest, it's a tough ask for Tony Pace. I've known Tony well. He's a good amateur, but only at junior level. I think he only had a couple of senior amateur bouts. He did lose to Fred Evans, who's obviously one of the best boys about. But again, I think two senior bouts is a big difference between amateur boxing and professional boxing. And this Ronnie Heffon has been impressed me every time he fights. He comes.
Please welcome, weighing in 10 stone, 6 pounds, 4 ounces, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red and blue shorts, hailing from Talbot Green in Wales. Please welcome, Tony Pace. And weighing in 10 stone, 7 pounds, 4 ounces. He's one of the hottest prospects in boxing after winning the capacity shot. That this was going to go past the first round, and it duly has. Competitive round, but Heffon, well, he looked as though he was bossing it for me.
Yeah, he did. He pushed him back. He made Pace on the back foot. He made Pace think a lot, and he's showing a lot of shots. I'd like to see him just calm down a little bit, pepper him with the jab a little bit, open him up, and then throw the big shots rather than putting everything into every shot.
Anthony Farnell giving the words of advice. Here's some of the action from that first round.
As you can see, Pace standing his ground. He's not in awe of Heffon, but obviously the bet.
Anthony Farnell giving the words of advice. Here's some of the action from that first round.
As you can see, just on the pressure alone.
Into the second round. Ronnie Heffon on the right-hand side of your picture. Undefeated prospect from Oldham.
Big Heffon sees an opening, and Pace's left side, he's throwing a right hook underneath the elbow, throwing a jab and then throwing a hook underneath the elbow. Nice little inside shot.
Lovely uppercut, that left hand.
And another one's come on the inside from the right hand.
Pace felt the weight of those shots.
Good shot back by Pace to the left hook.
He's game.
Yeah, he's very game. I said he's full of confidence, and he'll stand and fight. I just think the bit of inexperience that he has will play against him. Heffon's been professional for a year and a bit, and he's a strong boy, and as you see, he's put everything into these punches, which either going to tire Heffon out, which I doubt it, or they're going to make Pace tire out.
Well, Heffon fought for Borshaw, a amateur boxing club, also produced Joe Murray.
Nice little uppercut there by Heffon on the inside.
Sparred Amir Khan. See Joe Murray sitting at, John Murray rather, sitting at ringside tonight. He's got a big fight coming up on the undercard of the Miguel Cotto Antonio Margarito fight.
That's a tremendously hard fight, and that Rios is something special.
Brandon Rios looked a real talent last fight. Most impressive. Big ask for John Murray, but he'll seize the opportunity. You've got to take these on.
Without a doubt, he's been given a chance, and he's going to do everything he can to take that chance. Some strong punches coming in by Heffon. Like I say, keeps targeting the left-hand side of Pace's ribs. But Pace, he's holding his ground, he's fighting back, he's not being overruled.
Yeah, he's a fit lad. These body shots will have a cumulative effect, but it's noticeably sagged under the weight of them so far.
Now he's been caught clean with some shots. He hasn't shown no reaction to the shot, but you know, if these punches keep coming in, they will have an effect in the end.
And from planting his feet, a fairly static target in front of Pace. He has been clipped a few times.
Yeah, Pace is looking for the counter. He knows what Heffon is targeting. He's waiting for him to throw a shot. He's come back with a hook of his own.
Heffron just being told by the referee, as you probably saw, keep your punches up. And there was one little reply from Tony Pace on the blind side of the referee, which was south of the border.
Yeah, he's a pro game, obviously. He's learning these tricks very well already.
You'd like to see a bit more movement from Heffron.
I think Heffron felt this was going to be an easy fight, and actually come out and try to overall pace and pace and stood his ground. He's shown a bit of machismo, as they like to say over in Mexico, but he stood his ground. He's getting caught with some shots, but he's not overawed, and he's coming to win. He's coming to fight.
Another round for Heffron, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's showing the better shots, he's showing the cleaner shots. But it's not one-way traffic. Pace is in the fight. He is trying. He's making Heffron work very hard.
You see Heffron planting himself, trying to deliver some real hurtful shots in close.
I'd be very impressed with Heffron's body punches. He targets the body, then he switches up head, as you can see the legs, pop the jab out, went underneath. I know he's been catch pace some good shots, and the longer the fight goes, the more.
So into the third. Coming up later, of course, we've got
young lad Tony Pace, and he's a brave boy.
Back round, and he'll take pride from the fact that he can go the distance if he does. Pace. That's a good shot, good uppercut from Heffron. Pace took it well again, though. It's a tribute to his fitness.
Yeah, he's brilliant. I watched him fight a couple of weeks ago in Newport Leisure Centre. He didn't have such a hard fight as this, but for a boy doing a 6-round fight in his third bout, it's quite impressive, especially when he's up against, and especially the performance he's put on.
Well, Heffron trying to bring up the uppercuts through the middle, clearly winning that 5th round. But Pace not rocked at any stage.
Not at all. He's clearly winning the fight, Heffron. He's showing some good shots. The Pace is letting him know he's always there. He's not going to quit. He's showing some nice right hands that rock Heffron's head back. So you just got to keep his mind on the job.
That's an example of it. The right hand fired in over the top, and Heffron banging away at the body and bringing in that good uppercut.
Yeah, some clean shots from Heffron, but he's not been that much of a reaction on Pace. He's been taking these shots very well.
So 1 round remaining in this welterweight contest. I'll go 5 out of 5 on Heffron so far, but brave performance from young Tony Pace, just 18 years old.
Yeah, 5 rounds to 0 for Heffron, but the scores don't really tell the story of the fight. He's been made to work very hard in this fight.
Good jabs from Pace. Nice start. The urgency about Heffron's work in the early seconds of this final round.
Yeah, he's looking for that start. Pace isn't backing down. He's making this a fight. People are gonna remember his name after this night. It's just his 3rd professional fight. He can go on. He can learn from this. He's been out and put out of his depth in his 3rd fight, and he's doing very well.
There's plenty of fighters who struggled early in their career and progressed. Most notably, I suppose, the most notable example of that's Johnny Nelson, who had a pretty ordinary start to his pro career, no real amateur experience, and then wound up being world champion for goodness knows how long.
Just basically learning from the experience. And like I keep saying, 3rd professional fight, going on against someone like Heffron, not embarrassing himself. He put up a good performance here tonight. He's trying. He can only learn from this fight, and Heffron himself can learn from this fight. He should be using his brain to get some lovely boxing. He's catching Pace with clean shots when he's keeping it long. But when he gets involved in a fight, that's when Pace has got a chance.
Heffron's blowing a bit now. He's feeling the pace. Literally.
I gotta get used to this comedy humour, John.